This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Skip Monty.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. So I am very excited today to have a very special guest for the first time in our studio. So we're excited to learn all about them and their business, and I'm sure you will be as well, because today I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Mr. Danny Haire. Am I pronouncing that correctly, Danny?
That's correct, sir.
Danny Haire, who is with Financial Services, Inc. Danny, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're glad, like I said, glad to have you, and very interested to learn all about you and Financial Services, Inc. So if you don't mind, why don't you kick us off by telling us about your business?
Okay, thank you, Skip. Financial Services was started from scratch in 1995, and it was basically a recruiting brokers in the field, and we built it, from there. And then in 2013, we started another company that's solely owned by Financial Services. It's called Senior Benefit, Inc. And that's where most of our efforts have been in these last few years, because it is a direct-to-consumer. It's not a call center, but it is a direct-to-consumer sales. And all the agents in it are in-house. They're highly trained by us. We record all of their conversations, every time they talk to anyone, that conversation is recorded, so that we know for sure everything is being said correctly. And that has grown nicely. We do concentrate almost solely on the senior market. Since I am one of those people, we relate well to them. But that's where our efforts been in the last year. We still have our brokerage operation. Matter of fact, we've got 20,000 plus brokers across the United States. We've been very blessed, very lucky, and things have really, really gone well for us in the insurance profession.
Wow, that's incredibly. How many across the country?
There's over 20,000.
20,000. Wow. Well, congratulations on that. That's incredible.
Well, there's some, we've done some product development for companies, and of course for people or for agents to sell that product, they had to be contracted under us. So that helped grow that number. And, but like I said, we're really trying to focus on the in-house agents, because we have so much better control, making sure that people are told exactly what's correct, and making sure that they're, with Senior Benefit, our motto is we know Medicare, and we make sure that everyone that's on the phone representing us, they do know Medicare and the senior market.
Very good. Very good. Well, Danny, how did you get into this business?
Just lucky, I guess. Matter of fact, I initially got into this business because of a insurance agent that I was home from college, getting ready to graduate, and an agent that my mother and daddy had insurance with was in their house, and we got to talking, and I went out on a few calls with them. And then when I graduated college, I got my license. And like all people, I got into it for a few years, and got married, and things change, and we moved from Knoxville to another town. So I got out of the insurance business for about 18, 20 months, then got back into the business, have been in it ever since. And this is actually my 52nd year in the insurance business.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That's nothing to sneeze at. 50.
Okay.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, what are some myths or misconceptions in your industry?
Oh gosh, Skip, I don't know where to start. Most I think we're about 2 steps above a used car salesman with a lot of people. And a lot of that's, is our own fault, but people, nobody likes to talk about insurance. nobody likes insurance until they need it. And unfortunately, in our business, if you need it, it's too late to get it. But it's just people don't, especially in the Medicare market. I think the federal government goes out of their way to make Medicare confusing, and there's just a lot of, and again, that's why we stress with our agents, keeping them highly trained and very knowledgeable, because most of the people we talk to either have a misconception, they've been told incorrectly. It's really amazing where some people will take their insurance information from. We talked to a lady, and she had been told by the cashier at Walmart what she ought to do, and it was totally wrong. But it's just they'll listen to their neighbors, their family, and not saying that they shouldn't. But unless you're talking to someone that deals in this, because like I said, the government goes out of their way to make it difficult and make it confusing. Talking to someone that deals in this day in and day out and really knows the ins and outs of it. And I just, that's the problem. Just people hear so many different things, and it just adds to the confusion.
Absolutely. Just talk to a professional.
Yes.
Don't listen to a cashier at Walmart. No offense to them, but
I couldn't. I can't do the cash register either. So
Well, there you go. Same here. So Danny, it sounds like you're pretty busy all the time. But when you're not outside of work, what do you like to do for fun?
Unfortunately, I've kind of got set in my ways. I'm usually in my office 7 days a week, but I do now have I guess he's a 9-month-old grandson. So that's kind of changed perspective a little bit for an old man. But, enjoying him, and just we got 10 acres of land, in Knox County, believe it or not. And I enjoy, we have a garden in the springtime. We have I mow about 6 acres of it myself, which is, I tell everybody, that's my mental therapy, to get out on my tractor, by myself. And nobody knows that I'm talking to myself then. So, but it's, I'm 73 years old. So my life is, kind of simple, but like I said, the grandson has changed things a whole lot.
Absolutely. Time with family, always the best answer. Always.
Oh, yes.
So, Danny, if you could think of one thing that you would like our listeners to remember about you and your company, what would that be?
Well, about me, because like I said, I've been in the business for 52 years. I've seen, a tremendous ups and downs of things. The business today is totally different when I first got into it. Majority of the insurance is sold over the telephone, which, being an old door knocker, that it just I hate that, but that's just the way it is today. But as far as myself, it's just anything that's come along, it's always been, keep your head down, keep doing what you know is right, keep treating people correctly the way you'd want to be treated, and everything will work out, in the long run. You may suffer a little bit along the way, but it's going to be okay. And that's kind of, with our company, the person on the other end of the phone, or the person we're sitting across from talking to, that is their needs, their wants. Those are our main concern. We did a TV ad not long ago, and one of the sayings that we had was that our mission is to find the best policy at the best price for the person that we're dealing with. We ask a lot of questions. We want to find out, because we want to make sure that you have a good retirement, and things go well for you in your older age, and making sure that things are taken care of that you don't have to worry about.
Very good thing to remember. The personal touch is important.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So, For Danny, for those of our listeners and viewers that are intrigued, would like to do a consultation or meet with somebody, talk with you guys, how can they learn more?
Our phone number is 865-862-4298. And our street address is 243 North Peters Road, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37923. We're just right off of Cedar Bluff. And if anybody's familiar with Knoxville, we got our name in multiple places, you'll see. So, but we would love to have the opportunity to try to help people. And, I would be remiss if I didn't, if you call us and ask questions, our services are free, whether you buy a policy or not, we're here to try to help people. And that's our main goal. How can we help you? And that may be sending you somewhere else. That may be answering just your questions, just maybe reinforcing what you think is right. And we'll be sure to tell you that.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, you heard it here, guys. Check them out in Knoxville. And you said you were at 243. I'm sorry, what was that road again?
Peters Road. Peters, Peters. Peters Road.
Peters, North Peters Road. Very good. All right. Well, Danny, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to hang out with us and tell us all about your business and what you can do for the folks in Knoxville and East Tennessee. And moving forward, wish you, your family, grandchild, and all your clients and your business all the best moving forward.
Thank you, Skip. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And maybe we can have you back sometime.
Would love the opportunity.
All right. Well, until then, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnptri-cities.com. That's gnptri-cities.com or call 423-719-5873.